What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome into the CHGO Bulls podcast. Coming to you live from Victory Burger and Wings here at Circa Resort and Casino in, that's right, still Las Vegas.
That's right.
CHGO Bulls Summer League coverage presented by our friends at Shady Rays. Go to shadyrays.com, use that promo code CHGO for 50% off 2+ pairs of premium polarized shades. I'm Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck, joined by my guys, Big Dave, BAWL Sports, Will the Goat Gottlieb, Will_Gottlieb. We are CHGO_Bulls, and our wonderful producers, Allie and Marissa, on the controls. Give it up for our production crew this trip. Incredible. Absolutely incredible
Well
stuff.
done.
The real goats.
Wow. The true.
The GOAT calling them goats, that's official.
You're
that's
the real
official,
MVP.
ladies and gentlemen.
You're the
that's
real
official.
MVP. All right, guys. Last show from Vegas. We'll talk a little bit about the news we got on Adama Sanogo's contract, Coby White's contract. More details came out, and then we'll wrap up with some of our favorite moments from the trip. But first and foremost, last day in Vegas.
Yes.
We've already finished all 4 nights of Vegas.
Yes, you have.
We are on the home stretch. How are people doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
I feel amazing. I'm ready to go
Ready
home.
to go.
Sure.
I'm ready to go home.
I really do like this city, though, man. I really do like Vegas a lot, like for real.
Vegas likes you.
Yeah.
Looks good on you.
Yeah. It fits nicely. And that's hard to find for a big fella. So if it fits nicely on you, you keep wearing it. It's a big man rule, ladies and gentlemen. Understand that.
Vegas likes Dave. Everyone in Vegas likes Dave.
Everyone likes Dave.
He lost his voice
Period.
because he made that many friends and was talking to all of them.
It's true. And yelling at Dalen Terry, and doing that stuff on the court as well.
True.
But, yeah.
True.
No, it was fun, man. Had a great time.
Shout out to Just Joe, Esteban, I am Skox, everybody hanging out with us in the comments. Thanks, everybody, for following along with our Summer League coverage. It's been a fun trip.
Yeah.
And we've got a little bit left. So let's dive right into this news from yesterday. The Bulls officially announcing on their team Twitter page that they have signed their undrafted prospect, Adama Sanogo, the UConn Husky national champion, who has been playing on this Summer League squad, to a 2-way contract. Congrats to Adama Sanogo. Loved watching him play in those first 2 Summer League games. You saw what he can do on the glass. The question becomes, can he do enough other things to actually maybe warrant some playing time when you think about what Billy's depth chart in the front court is going to look like? Vooch is back. Drummond picked up his option. You got some other forwards that you added. What do you think about Sanogo getting one of these 2 ways, Dave?
I don't mind it at all. I think it was well deserved with how he played in the Summer League. Definitely showcased. He was not a guy I was looking at specifically, but he made himself seen when he got out there, man. You would look up at the scoreboard and just see all the rebounds that he had. Like, wait a minute, who has those rebounds? And it was him. And then you would see the 6 points he would get just around the rim with the soft touch that he had as well. And the fact he could bang with the big boys because he's a big man that knows how to be a big man. As far as him like getting in a lineup and things like that, I don't really see it because Billy doesn't really play the young guys like that. But maybe for him because he's got a thing about himself that reminds me kind of like Io. Like certain things you don't have to really teach him about. He just knows how to do. And that's probably why Billy wasn't putting those guys in because he's like, these guys are out of position. They're messing up the flow of this. I don't want to put them in. I don't think he really has that. He seemed very polished in those things. So I think that might get him an opportunity because they're going to lack rebounding if Drummond goes down or if Vooch doesn't play all those games. So he might get an opportunity that way to get in there and showcase what he can do.
And that's typically how it goes for your young guys and your depth guys in particular, right? They step into a larger role and there's an injury and they either prove themselves or they don't. He definitely established that he has a couple of like pretty close to, if not like solid NBA skills, right? Like the rebounding is there, the finishing around the rim. Wasn't great in the first game, but he looked a lot better in the second game. And then he's generating a bunch of like deflection, steals, blocks. He had 3 steals in the first game and a block and then a steal and a block in the second game. So he's active. I like that. He also has sort of like the outline of what could be a good jump shot. Kind of a weird, slow, funky release.
It's a little funky, yeah.
But if he can develop that, he becomes a super interesting prospect. And the other thing is, look, everybody's always saying, oh, don't draft a center. You can get those later. You can find those guys on the scrap heap, whatever it is. Like, this could be that guy, right?
Yeah.
They didn't spend a lot of resources to go move up in the draft to get, a Walker Kessler last year. They took Dalen Terry.
Right.
They didn't, use their 2 picks to move into 35 this year to draft a center. They let one fall to them in the post-draft undrafted free agent market. And so they're going to use this opportunity to develop him and hopefully turn him into something. He does sort of seem like he could fill into a backup center role. I mean, similar skill set to Drummond in the sense that he gets a lot of rebounds and, has some skills offensively that he can potentially utilize. But I think there will be some time before he's really able to crack the rotation. Billy's always looking to put the most productive players on. He's not going to put guys on who aren't ready to compete at the highest level to help them win today.
Correct.
So we'll see how that goes, but I think he's definitely got some intriguing skills.
And definitely is why Ayo got out there day one, because
Yep.
he had those skills polished and ready to go.
Junior, he was ready to go.
Right. But do you see those things I'm kind of talking about, like those things you don't really have to teach him, because it just seems like he knows where to be on the floor when he's out there. Like he's not making those mistakes and, not fouling a lot, being a big man doing those things.
That's a great call. 18 minutes in both games, only one foul against the Grizzlies, one foul against the Raptors in game one. He's only played like 36 minutes. I need to see a little bit more before I really have a take.
Sure.
But so I'm excited to see what he does tonight. Mm-hmm. I think, when you play at a high level, when you win at a high level in college, you have an understanding of how to play the right way. And
True.
I think he's probably got that. He's a little bit older. I think he's 21, so he's a little bit more experienced. I think it's just going to take some time for him to learn the ways. He doesn't strike me as a guy that's going to be like NBA ready. He was undrafted for a reason.
Right.
So
right.
they'll develop him up. I think that's really one of the important parts of using your G League as, a similar system to the way that your NBA team plays, to be able to understand what the system is, understand where to be offensively, defensively, what are the plays, how does that all work? And so then when you transition to that NBA level, now you're ready to just slot right in.
Word.
Kenneth Hill in the comments chiming in saying, come on, man, Adama Sanogo, another version of Cristiano Felicio.
Oh.
All right, well, if you're going to knock Felicio, at least have the courtesy to spell his name correctly. There's no H in Cristiano. It's just C straight to R.
Oh,
You're
he's
going to
always
knock
a
the
stickler.
man, spell his name right.
Stickler for the rules.
Come on. Have some respect. That man earned a $32 million contract in the NBA.
Did you say earned?
He got a $32 million contract
Thank you very much.
in the NBA.
Yes. Shout out to him for getting that contract.
The
Absolutely right.
amount of Felicio slander that has gone on in the last 3 days has been
Yeah. Well, and then people
unmatched.
Felicio has come back into the Bulls, discourse during Summer League because the Bulls had a pretty bright, interesting Brazilian player, Iago dos Santos. He played in Game 1 and looked awesome, knocked down some threes, did not play in Game 2. I think he was sick.
Yeah.
We'll see if he comes back and plays in the Bulls' back-end Summer League games.
Muito
But
bom.
Brazilian Bulls, man. And also, shout out to all the Brazilian Bulls fans out there who watch our show.
Second home.
Huge population of Bulls fans down there in Brazil.
They love the GOAT.
We love y'all. So, I mean, you mentioned the development and what else he could do, Will, and that's kind of the big question. We were talking with Jevon Freeman-Liberty after the Bulls' second Summer League game, and he spoke about the Windy City Bulls and how he's been putting in work to develop his skills in that level. To me, that's the starting point for Sanogo. He's not getting minutes for the real Bulls next season unless, catastrophe, multiple injuries. But can he actually develop his skills at the G League level to get better? Can he even maybe be an above average or dominant player at the G League level and turn into a developed player within the Bulls system that then is actually a player who plays for them and does so well? Because we were talking about it with Darnell yesterday.
Yeah.
Whether it's, dating back to the original post-Jimmy trade core of young nucleus pieces all the way to now, a big complaint Bulls fans have, and it's a fair one, is guys they draft or bring in around draft time, undrafted, that they try to develop in their system, they do not succeed in that goal.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle for them to develop young players. I'm not sure what the disconnect is. Is it a drafting thing? Is it a developmental thing? Is it a doing your homework on these guys personally or mentality wise?
Yeah.
It could be any of those things. It could just be bad luck. But I think for Sanogo, the keys are going to be, can he be a steady roll man?
Yeah.
And he's not going to be an above the rim lob threat, but can he catch a short roll pass and put a shoulder into a guy and finish around the rim? I think he can do that at the high level. The jump shot, the pick and pop game has to be there, and then he's going to just rebound, and that's going to be his role. So I don't think they're going to be asking him to do too much just yet. The key is going to be the jump shot, as it is for a lot of these young guys that the Bulls have accumulated. But that needs to be something that the Bulls invest in. They got the new shooting coach, Peter Patton. He's going to head up their developmental program. that needs to be something that the Bulls figure out, because as they continue to invest in this aging core of DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic, you need to have these young guys that can come along and help keep the ship afloat, certainly on cheaper contracts, but also just so that you don't fall off a cliff if DeMar falls off a cliff.
Yeah. The main thing, I think, especially being an undrafted rookie or any rookie that's looking to get playing time, the main thing you want to be is professional, because that's what they're looking for, something steady and consistent in what you do. So if he gets out there, if he gets the opportunity to get out there, go out there and just do your job pretty much. Get the rebounds. 2 minutes is all I think he'll probably be getting if he gets the opportunity. Get out there and showcase it when you're out there. What you do best. Don't try to do anything new with it. Just show me what you do best out there in those 2 minutes, and continue to carry yourself as a professional throughout the season, because coaches see that kind of stuff, and that gets you an opportunity.
Star in your role.
Star in your role, baby. Star in your role.
Shout out to our friend French Bulls TV in the comments.
Hey.
What's up, buddy? He said, I'm glad we got Sanogo. Hope he'll shine with us. It'll be interesting to watch with the Windy City Bulls. Also, shout out to our friend McBaconator, who threw us a super chat saying your Summer League coverage has been fire emojis per usual.
Oh, thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
you, buddy. Glad you've been tuning in and
My
enjoying it. Speaking of Bulls, two-way guys and Summer League guys, Alec in the comments, any update on Justin Lewis? Thought he was a surefire draft pick. Ecstatic when we signed him, but an absolute tragedy he hasn't been healthy. So, yeah, in case you missed that memo, finally came back from the ACL, played in the Bulls' first couple of just their first summer. Which was
First.
it? Game 1 or 2 when he hurt his ankle?
Game 1.
He hurt his ankle in the start of Game 2. He played
Start
Game
of
1.
started game
right.
2?
Yeah, I think it was the first
he
quarter.
played
Like 6
Game 1
minutes.
start to finish early in Game 2.
Oh,
he
right,
went
because
down
I
with
was
a
sitting on the other
sprained
side.
ankle.
Yes.
I'm checking
yeah.
in about his status for tonight right now. We'll see if we
So,
can
yeah, because the Bulls are playing again tonight after their 2-day layoff, we should get some sort of update from the Bulls PR about his status for tonight's game at least. My guess is he's not playing tonight. My guess is he's not playing for the rest of Summer League if that ankle sprain is at all severe or even if it's a mild ankle sprain.
Yeah.
It's Summer League.
Like, I've seen him play in the Summer League
Right.
already. I've seen it happen. I saw it last year, and I saw a little bit this year. That's fine. They shut him down. We need to see him in the regular season.
Right.
That's what we ain't seen him at. So I would shut him down. Like, honestly, I wouldn't play him again.
Go ahead, Will.
We were at the game, so we didn't hear what was going on the broadcast. But it sounds like Mark Eversley confirmed that Justin Lewis was going to be on the second two-way. So now we've got 2 of 3 locked in. Well, I think he's another great example of a guy who, obviously undrafted, he's going to need to prove himself, but he definitely has the outline and the skill set of a player who can be a solid role player. He's big, he can shoot it, he can drive a little bit. That was my favorite thing that we saw from him, was not just spotting up. Even that drive where he did get hurt, caught the ball, drove to the lane, took contact, and finished. Obviously came down on an ankle and got hurt, but that is a role that the Bulls need to fill. It's an area of just like thin depth for the team and also just around the league. Like, that's a valuable premium position. So hopefully he gets back and I'd love to see him in Summer League again, but definitely don't rush it or.
Yeah, no point in taking unnecessary risk there.
Zero.
Speaking of Bulls and trying to develop their young guys, their in-house guys, we'll talk about Coby White coming up on the other side of this break, because there is a bit more info on his new contract that he has signed to stay with our Chicago Bulls. So that'll be coming up next. While we're sharing these words from our friends and sponsors, do us a simple, quick favor. Hit that thumbs up button if you're watching along on YouTube.
That's what it looked like.
There it is.
Bam.
The assertive thumb from the GOAT.
So aggressive.
Also, if you aren't already, go ahead and subscribe to CHGO Sports YouTube channel so you get alerts every time we go live, whether it be in Vegas or Chicago or side of the road
We
somewhere.
all over. That's right.
You get the alert.
That's right.
Big Dave, who is up first today?
You know what? I think I'm going to ask Go the question I ain't asked him in a long time. We'll go, Golly. What time is it?
I think it's game time.
You
Yes.
think?
You think? He wasn't ready. It's Vegas,
He
man.
put all of his conviction into
all right.
the thumb, and he had none left for the answer to the what time is it
Because
question.
it was Vegas.
It's early is what time
That's
it
right.
is.
It's early.
Game
and
time
it's
who?
Vegas.
Come on, Will.
Trust me, I'm coming back to you, Matt. You're finishing this. So get your water up. You getting this, sir. You better know that. Game time, ladies and gentlemen. Buying tickets to your favorite event should not be stressful. Game time is the fast and easy way to buy those tickets to all your sports, music, comedy, and theater near you with killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guarantee. You can stop stressing and tripping and start enjoying and getting hyped for all the fun that you are about to have. Easy to find and buy your tickets for every kind of event in your area. And my favorite, the images of the seat views. As a big fella, I need to know where I'm sitting so I can stick my foot out and relax myself. Lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection, and even job loss protection. They have got your back, y'all. Download that Game Time app, create an account, use the code CHGO, get $20 off of your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create your account, redeem that code CHGO, get yourself $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guarantee. Because Matt Peck, what time is it?
Game time!
That's how it's done. That man's ready. It's a man who got sleep.
Yes, game time.
Focused.
Dude,
I love it.
There's a little piece of me that wants to hang back and go to the Bulls next Summer League game tonight.
Ooh.
A little piece of me. But just because of that game time read.
That's it.
You asked me what time it is. It's freaking game time, God damn it. Today's show also brought to you by our wonderful hosts here at Circa Resort and Casino. I mean, our home base for our entire Summer League trip, they have gone above and beyond to be welcoming and accommodating to our whole ALLCITY crew. And, I mean, they should brag about how awesome this place is.
Seriously.
The next time you guys come to Vegas, stay at Circa Resort and Casino. Just cool stuff on top of cool stuff on top of cool stuff. We're here back at Victory Bar, or Victory Burger and Wings. We did a show from Stadium Swim. We were back at Stadium Swim hanging out on late afternoon yesterday.
That was cool.
The Legacy Club, we were up there doing our show yesterday.
Gold bars.
60th floor, 360-degree views of Las Vegas, the Strip, the mountains, the desert. Marissa showed me a picture on her phone. They went back up there last night to have a drink.
Yeah.
The city lights at night. We were up there during the day.
Right.
The view's even crazier at night.
Insane.
And yeah, there's as Will put it yesterday, an NBA vet minimum's worth of gold bars just hanging out in a nice, beautiful glass case up there.
Yes.
So that's a nice little subtle touch of class.
Yes, like right there.
Piece of advice.
Yes, that's it.
If you are going to come here and you are going to go to Stadium Swim, which I highly recommend, please wear sunscreen. I got so burnt yesterday. And I used an entire bottle of sunscreen. I don't understand
An entire
how it worked.
bottle?
An entire
Wow.
spray
Wow.
bottle. But
Wow, you went in, man. Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
Man.
it's bad. The sun is strong out here.
Look, my sunscreen's already on.
I mean,
It's all right.
my goodness.
It works.
I just feel bad. Like I burn easily too, Will. I never
get burned. That's
pasty.
the crazy thing. I never.
Oh,
get
you're not
burned.
used to this?
No.
Oh,
I
he was
never
on
get
fire.
burned.
You can see the smoke coming off of his back. Like, that dude was on fire, dog. I was very concerned about Matt. He was screaming for his life during the show. Like, he really was. Like, he's yelling during the show, but that's because he was on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. I fell for that man. I did.
I'm so ready to go to Chicago where it is not triple-digit temperatures.
He's not a fan. He's not a fan.
My blood pressure's high. My body temp does not need to
I like
be
how
equally
RK
high.
recognized it, saw the smoke, hit your shoulders a little bit.
It's because RK is my guy, and he's
Of
got
course.
my back.
Of course.
Literally.
He had it.
Another feature that I've loved this whole time with Circa, the 21 and over, adults only casino resort. The first here in Las Vegas. You show the doorman your ID at the front doors of Circa.
Get your young ass
and
out of
once
here.
you're in, whether it's gambling tables, buying booze, whatever you're doing, you never need to show an ID again.
Nope.
It's so
Once
nice.
you're in the door.
It's pretty cool, right?
Incredible. I don't
Yeah,
know why
man.
every Vegas casino doesn't do it this way, because this is the way to do it.
That's right.
You all know how awesome the Stadium Swim is. You've seen the pics and vids while we've been here. The next time you come to Vegas, you need to stay here at Circa Resort and Casino. Incredible amenities everywhere and such a nice, helpful staff everywhere you look.
Yes.
It's been a wonderful place to call home for the last 5 days. Shout out to Circa Resort and Casino. This place rocks. I'm a little sad to leave in a few hours.
That's the tagline right there. Circa Resorts and Casino. This place rocks.
This place rocks hard.
That's it. Hard. This place rocks hard. In your face.
All right, guys, let's move on with another piece of Bulls news that we got yesterday. Or was it this morning? No, it was yesterday. So Keith Smith, shout out, friend of the pod, who does great work doing NBA contract stuff for Spot Track, had a tweet yesterday, thank you, Marissa, saying that Coby's 3-year contract with the Bulls includes $1.3 million in incentives each season. League sources tell Spot Track. White will make $36 million guaranteed, up to $39.9 if he hits these incentives. So a little bit more detail around what we assumed because we first got two different figures, one from Shams and one from Woj.
Yeah.
And Bulls fans were like, oh my God, that's an amazing team-friendly deal to keep Coby. And then it was a bigger figure, like 40. And then we were like, okay, still a team-friendly deal with more money. It's got to be somewhere in the middle. What's going on? Most people assumed that it was incentive-based. There is Keith Smith giving you the confirmation that it is, in fact, incentives. 36 guaranteed for Coby over 3 years, possibly 39.9 if he hits each of those $1 million and change incentives. Does this change at all how you feel about that Coby contract, which has officially now been signed?
It is basically the exact number of the mid-level exception, which is approximately what we thought that he would end up getting. It's 12.4 this year instead of like 10.18. That does change the calculus in terms of what the Bulls have left to offer free agents. Number goes down from like 5 or so million to about 3.36.
Okay.
And they still have 2 roster spots to fill. That depends on Io and whether he accepts his qualifying offer or they come to terms on probably what will be a smaller deal. And then Julian Phillips, who is still yet to sign. So still some uncertainty about the last couple spots on the roster. Maybe they bring Javonte back, maybe Derek Jones, who knows. But in terms of this number for Coby, I mean, I think it's effectively the same, right? It was like $1 million or so different, and we don't know what happens or what he needs to do in order to meet the criteria for him to hit the incentive. So it doesn't change too much about like the value for the player. It changes a little bit in terms of what the Bulls have left in their larger cap questions, but I don't really have. I mean, it's like $1 million. I don't really have too much of a take.
Yeah, seriously, like that's how I felt.
What's $1 million?
You know, I mean, we just saw gold bars. So they ain't nothing for Coby. You know what I mean? But I think I'm excited because if he hits those incentives, that means he's balling.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with all of that, you know. I like the fact they gave him the money he did, and then that's a little, let's bet on yourself money. You know what I mean? Let's get you to this level. Let's hit you on here. Because if he's hitting those incentives, that means he's starting. That means he's balling, and that means the Bulls are winning. So that's good news for everybody all around. Every time I see that number, though, it makes me wonder, is this guy the starter? You know, because when I see those numbers right there, it'll just be like, that feels like starter money that you would give someone, you know, but I know who you brought in with Carter, and I still feel like you're not solidified at that position. So Carter has an opportunity, you know what I mean, to come in and start for this team. So it's whoever's going to fit best with it. But if they preach the continuity that they've been preaching, then Coby might get that opportunity first, and then maybe Jevon. But he has the opportunity to come in there and take it from him. But yeah, I expect Coby to ball out and hopefully reach those incentives because that's just good for Bulls Nation.
And that's the big question now that Coby is officially signed. We know the details of the contract. He will be back. We have Jevon Carter, who, by the way, speaking of Sanogo's deal being official yesterday, so is Jevon Carter's. He was a similar tweet that the Bulls announced from their team page. Jevon Carter officially signed yesterday.
And on that, just saw from Mike Scotto that he will have a third-year player option on his deal.
Of course he will. The Bulls love giving out player options. That's how we do things around here.
$6.5 million for potentially a starting point guard.
Yeah.
You know, if that's what it takes to get him signed, I don't mind that in that situation.
Whether it's Jevon Carter or Coby White, both of their contracts for a starting point guard are pretty team-friendly and decent contracts. So we got people chiming in on this big who's starting a point guard question now that we have Coby's deal confirmed in the comments. Joker saying if Coby is a starting point guard, then we are in trouble. Kenneth Hill saying shouldn't Coby be considered the starting point guard going into training camp, or do the Bulls still see him as a bench player and not the starter? Joker saying Coby did what a bench player is supposed to do. Meanwhile, Jeremy chiming in saying, I feel like Io has a higher ceiling than Coby. Made all-rookie second team in year one. Don't get fooled by the down year from Io and one good year from Coby. Coby's a bench player. Io started most of year one. I mean, there are shades of gray to what you said there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Coby was given an opportunity to be the Bulls starting point guard and at one point lost that job.
Yeah.
The same thing happened to Io DeSumo.
Yes.
They are in the same boat.
Yeah.
Now, because Io has still not signed with the Bulls or any teams out there, and Coby is signed, we're talking about Coby being this team's starting point guard, and it's not him or Io, it's him or Jevon Carter, new free agent acquisition. I still don't know where I am on that. You know, I think Coby and the growth we've seen in his game, his ball handling skills are better. You are not as afraid of leaving him out there for larger stretches because of his defense, because we saw the improvement of his defense this past season. I'm excited and curious to see how things shake out in training camp, and who Billy Donovan decides should be this team's starting point guard.
Yeah.
Are you leaning one way or the other?
I'm not. And I want to make this clear. Nobody, whether you feel Ayo is above him or not, nobody has earned the starting point guard position for the Bulls. Nobody, all right? They got to come in here and they got to prove it, all right? That's what's got to happen. Jevon Carter included. Like, you have to come in here and you have to prove it and take it, because I'm not giving it to nobody. You got to show us that you're ready for this. So, like you said, that was a great point you said. Like, even though Coby got removed, so did Ayo. You know, he got removed as well. Like, so nobody's really earned that or taken that. The guy who was bottom of the barrel point guard came in here, Patrick Beverly, and was like, there's your starter. You know what I mean? Like, that won't happen on a lot of teams, but it happens for the Bulls, and it worked for them because they were in need of a point guard. But, yeah, the competition is what I want to watch, and that's, I think, the focus should be everybody should be looking at. I'm talking about Bulls fans. They should be looking at it as a competition. Ayo, Coby, Jevon Carter. Those are the three guys we're looking at, and they'll have an opportunity to see which one should be the starting point guard. So I'm not leaning any way for anybody. Whoever gets it, I'm going to be happy about.
I'm leaning one way for somebody very strongly, and that's Jevon Carter. I think if you look at what skill set DeMar, Zach, and Vooch need around them, that's exactly Jevon Carter. He gives you a better defensive player, and he's a much better three-point shooter statistically.
He is.
Coby, I think, took huge strides. This is not a knock on Coby whatsoever. I really like what Coby did last year, and I think he still has a lot of room to grow. And that's why I like this deal for both him and the Bulls, right? Like, they're getting him on a number that's not too big, but it also gets Coby back on the market in 3 years before he's age 27 and he can cash in again. But in terms of what the Bulls need right now, we have proof of concept that a 3-and-D point guard can look really good next to Zach, DeMar, and Vooch.
Yeah, clearly.
That was how it was with Lonzo.
Correct.
That was how it was with Patrick Beverly. I think Jevon Carter is kind of like a better version of Pat Bev at this point in his career. And like I said, he's statistically a much better shooter than Coby. I also think Coby was really good because they put him in a role that was really good for him. And that role was coming off the bench.
That's what Joker said in the comments a few minutes ago. He served that bench role very well.
And I think there's a balance to be had between stretching his skill set and trying to get him to develop into more of a point guard, somebody who can like organize the offense, get guys into position. I don't think that's Jevon Carter either. He's more of, like I said, 3-and-D. He's not going to like orchestrate anything.
Right.
But I really like Coby coming in off the bench, being more of a score-first player who can also sort of help facilitate things. I just think that role fits him a lot better, and I don't want to take him out of a position to succeed. I think coming off the bench, whether it's next to DeMar or Zach, I don't think, if you're playing all three of those guys plus Vooch, it's going to be really hard to defend at a high level. And that's really where the Bulls made their money last year. So I think just from a standpoint of complementing your star players, putting Coby in a position to succeed, and defending at a high level, it makes sense for me that he would play big minutes off the bench. Like I said, this is not a knock on Coby whatsoever. I want to see him in a position to succeed, and I think that's as a heavy minute, 24, 28, 30-minute a game, six-man.
I hear you.
Speaking of Bulls and guards, Coby White, guard, shooting guard, point guard, I just saw Bennett LaShawn83 in the comments saying, we working out waiters, SMH. Which one of you guys mentioned that to me at some point yesterday in passing, that there was some report out there that the Bulls are working out Dion Waiters?
Correct.
Pass. Pass.
No, they went to a private workout he was having.
So
they didn't bring him
a private
in.
workout, and the Bulls sent somebody to check it out.
And Giles the third was as well.
Right.
They were both those out here in Vegas. Bulls showed up, watched it. That's what, doing your due diligence. But,
one of probably 15 teams that was.
Yeah, seriously.
Was it John Wall? The one who had that breaking news graphic from Woj
so
when
ridiculous.
It was just
No,
he's
it was
hosting
Haynes.
a workout? Oh, it was Chris Haynes?
Yeah.
Don't do
that. Just like
breaking news.
Workouts on the way. Guys, lifted.
Yeah, no, I don't think the Bulls need Dion Waiters.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so, like, if it's Coby or if it's Jevon Carter, whichever Billy decides through training camp, is either one an answer to the point guard question that would leave you satisfied as a Bulls fan when we were coming into this offseason being like, Lonzo ain't playing, who is this team starting point guard? Because it might not be Ayo again. He lost that job.
Yeah.
Coby may or may not be back. Now we know he is. They've also added a capable combo guard who can play point in Jevon Carter. I mean, do you feel at all unfulfilled by Coby and Jevon Carter being your two options and there not being a different option?
That's an interesting question. Because I think if you look at it broadly, yes, because they're better point guards.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just in the league for sure. But for what fits the team, I'm okay with that, what they have right now. They fit the team pretty well. Will just laid out what Jevon Carter can do for this team. And we know what Coby has the ability to do for this team and the possibility to do for this squad. So I'm okay with what we have. But there are better point guards out there for sure. And I wish we had a better option for sure. But Jevon Carter is awesome and Coby White is awesome. And if either one of them get that starting position, it's letting me know that they earned it. And they played really, really well to get that, man, because the Bulls, again, are in need of it really bad. So if they got that and he earned it, I'm quite comfortable with it.
Yeah, and I think, from the Bulls management perspective, everything they've done since, 2022 offseason is try to maximize the core of Zach, DeMar, and Vooch.
Yeah.
I think there are better point guards, significantly better point guards out there than both Jevon and Coby. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
But those guys complement their big three really well, and I think in some ways better than a lot of other guys. That element of defense, point of attack defense, just understanding where to be, positioning, and then the shooting. I mean, I just think that really helps those three guys get a lot better. And so they may not be a player that launches them into contention in a vacuum, but again, the same way that Vooch was a fine contract in a vacuum, but there are longer term questions about do the Bulls want to be married to him for 3 more years? I think you have to make the same argument about Carter. He may not be the best player in a vacuum, but he does make the Bulls' big three a lot better, and I think that will make the team a lot better. The complementary aspect of him, I think, helps improve more than him as an individual player, and it's not just a one-on-one game. I mean, this is a five guys out there. I think he really helps the Bulls improve, and that's why, we were talking about yesterday. Yes, I still have some questions about the bigger picture with this group, but you cannot deny that AK did a fantastic job filling in the gaps with limited resources. I think Jevon Carter is probably the best he could have done, and I really like Torrey Craig too. I think this team's going to be a lot better this year.
That's true. I want to ask, are you interested to see Coby White and Carter on the floor at the same time? Because Billy loves his 3-guard lineups.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I think those two guys complement each other really well, and that's why a guy like Carter is so valuable, because he can complement so many different kinds of players. We did see some really good offensive lineup numbers from the Coby with the big three, but I think that leaves a little bit of room to be desired on the defensive end. Right. But I think there's going to be a lot of kind of lineup combinations that go on, and I think Carter is one of those guys that can just make everybody around him better because of the way that he plays. He doesn't necessarily need the ball, but he's going to shoot quick trigger threes. He's going to be hunting threes, and that's something that the Bulls really need.
Right.
Esteban in the comments saying, knowing Billy Caruso's starting. Well, yeah, but he's starting at power forward. He's not starting at point guard.
Center.
Joker asking, would y'all take a look at John Wall? 6'4", floor general, better than anyone we have on our team. No,
I don't know about
I'm not interested in a old washed point guard with an injury history longer than War and freaking Peace.
Hey,
all right? No.
The bars.
Stop.
Have you read War and Peace?
Fuck no. No.
Come on, man. What? You didn't rock that in high school?
No.
That ain't how you got
that
the 5.3?
was not on the high school reading list.
That ain't how you got that? Okay, all right.
This man does know my high school GPA.
It is. It is. Shout out to him
30th
for that.
in my class of 530.
Hey, without War and Peace. Well done, sir. I'm proud
Did
of
not
you.
need that. No, I skipped English 5 AP, which is the big senior year if you're smart English class.
Yeah.
And I took creative writing and British writers that were both normal level classes.
Okay.
Had way more fun.
Oh,
all of my
right.
other friends were stressed out writing this big 50-page paper they had to do.
Not you.
No, I was I'm writing poems about who knows what.
Haikus.
Yeah.
Oh, a pack haiku would hit. Let me just tell you right now.
I had senior writers all senior year of high school. I didn't do a damn thing.
I still have senioritis.
Still dealing with
All
it.
right.
Quick piece of news before we go into ad break.
Yeah.
Just been informed that Justin Lewis is out for the remainder of Summer League.
All right.
As we expected and as we hoped.
Cool with me. Yes.
Rest that ankle, Justin.
Seen
Hope you
during
get
regular
better
season.
soon. All the best. No Justin Lewis for the rest of the Summer League. Thank you, Will. All right, let's take our second ad break. We come back. We'll wrap up with a few more thoughts, some of our favorite moments here from Vegas in our final hours. If you haven't done it yet, do so us a quick, easy favor. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching along on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Big Dave, who's next?
Beer.
Beer. I love beer.
Beer. Yes, you do.
A lot of beer while we've been in Vegas.
That's what I've heard. That's a rumor going around that Matt likes beer. That's what I've heard. And guess what? It's a rumor that I like it as well. And our favorite is the Goose Island Beer Company. Some rumors are true. But Goose Island Beer Company, Chicago's beer, ladies and gentlemen, supported CHGO. Oh, and so many wonderful things they have. The Goose IPA, 6-time medal winner at the Great American Beer Fest. They didn't just get one or fall into a second one. No, 6 times, let you know it's official. All right? The Tropical Beer Hug, a.k.a. the Herb Lawrence, 9.9% alcohol. That is dangerously easy to drink or chug because I saw Herb chug 3 of them in a row. I'm still impressed. 312 Wheat Ale. That's the classic. And me and Matt's favorite, the full pocket pills. Everyday beer is what the brewers are drinking, and what the people who drink what the brewers are drinking are also drinking. Yes. So
figure that one out.
Yeah, that's right. Do your math. Do your math in English, ladies and gentlemen. And then go grab you a Goose Island Original Brewhouse beer on Clybourne Avenue in Lincoln Park, or that tap room on Fulton Street in West Town, because it's the Goose Island Beer Company, Chicago's beer, the true taste of Chicago.
Today's show also brought to you by our friends at ComEd, whose energy efficiency program is committed to helping families and businesses in the communities they serve, help them manage energy usage, and lower those energy bills now and into the future. ComEd offers a wide variety of incentives on lighting and other efficiency upgrades to commercial, industrial, and public sector customers of all sizes across their vast territory. As far as you can see from the 60th floor Legacy Club in Vegas, that's how vast the ComEd territory is. ComEd also offers free facility assessments that can help find energy-saving opportunities like for HVAC systems, commercial kitchen equipment, and industrial processes. Goat, I know you're wondering how this works.
Can somebody please tell me how this works?
Oh, calm down.
Sorry.
Oh, calm down.
I'm agitated.
Relax. Oh,
Where was that when Dave asked you what time it was?
He's all about ComEd, sir. Don't you understand?
Oh, yeah.
He's all about the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. All right?
Yeah. And
Let's go.
What happens with that is an authorized engineer works with you, Goat, to develop a detailed assessment plan specific to your goals and your needs, because I know you got both. These can be done in person or virtually, chillo, and last approximately 2 hours. Then within 3 to 4 weeks, customers will receive a report detailing energy efficiency projects they can start working on right away. Each recommendation will include estimated energy savings, those precious cost savings, project costs, potential incentives, and simple payback plans. If you own a business, 1, good for you. Way to rock that. 2, don't wait. Get started saving money and energy today for energy-saving tips, lighting incentives, or to schedule your free, that's right, free facility assessment. Go to ComEd.com/poweringbiz.
Was that ComEd.com/poweringbiz?
You went up?
That's correct, Will. That was ComEd.com/poweringbiz, B-I-Z-biz. Schedule your appointment today.
I apologize, y'all.
It's a special day today.
Yeah.
Special day today, final segment from Vegas.
Yes.
Speaking of special day today, did y'all know that it is this man's birthday today?
Hey.
It is Big Dave's birthday! Everybody out there in Balls Nation watching along, show Big Dave some love in the comments.
More love?
More love. This man
love
dispenses more love to everyone around him than
I'll take love.
a collection of 1 million humans put together. It exhausts me to be around him with as much love as he puts out. Show him that love on his birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, my friend.
You
I
feeling
appreciate
good on your birthday?
I'm feeling good every day, but yes, especially more today.
Oh, look at this. Getting the happy birthday from the ALLCITY crew.
Happy birthday.
Look at this. Oh, come on.
Happy birthday, Big Dave.
Make me proud.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go. Yay. Yay. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I love working here. Y'all are all awesome. I've told all of you this already. I'm sure you know it, but yeah, I love working here. I love being here, man, with you guys as well. It's awesome, man. Thank y'all for this. This is really cool,
that you're
man.
doing no sugar right now, so you're probably not going to eat that cupcake that Alex just gave you.
I'm not.
Do you want this mini champagne, though?
I'll take it home. I'll take it home. I should chug it just for Will.
I was just about to say, you better be chugging that before.
We need to
Allie,
end
you
the
ready?
Vegas trip just like we
Oh, my God. This is
ended
your own personal?
the Paris trip.
Oh, it's yours. Okay. All right.
Let's go.
For any of y'all out there hanging out with us here at ALLCITY who haven't heard that story, when we were finishing our Paris trip for the Bulls game in Paris, we realized that we had opened but not touched a full bottle of red wine as we were getting ready to walk to the Airbnb drop-off spot and our Uber. And we're like, should we just leave it here? What should we do? And Big Dave just said, give me it. Turned upside down a full bottle of red wine and killed the whole thing like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. And
We
he
were
was
like
all right,
cleaning up
let's go home.
we were just like cleaning up the Airbnb, and we were like, oh, we have like this bottle of wine that's like pretty much full. And Dave's like, I got this.
It's one of the most
Didn't want to go to
baller
waste.
things I've ever seen in my life.
I honestly didn't think it was a big deal. I really didn't. I was like, all right, we ready to go?
And then
Let's
Big
go.
Dave took a nap for the duration of our ride to the
Damn
airport.
Skippy.
And then
That's
I
right.
nudged him and I was like, hey, let's go. He's
Yep.
like, oh, we here? All right.
Now, keep in mind, I hadn't been to bed the whole night before either. So
Yeah.
let's keep that in mind
Look
as
at
well.
that. Thank you, RG.
Thank you, RG.
Look at that.
There you
Little
go.
birthday drink.
Nothing wrong with
Cheers,
none of
buddy.
this, man.
Lots of people showing
Cheers
you
to y'all.
birthday love in the comments.
Appreciate y'all,
Ben,
man. Love
Kenneth,
y'all. Thank
Rich,
y'all.
George, Colin, Dust UFO asking, how old are you, Big Dave? That's none of your business. I swear this man is 22. His energy exhausts me.
Oh,
Speaking of exhausted, all right, guys, we've got a few minutes left. Favorite parts of the trip? Go.
well, this is awesome. This is awesome part of it. Just being at Summer League and, seeing the guys play is up close, and then, talking to everyone and meeting all the people we met. Even meeting running our guy Vince the other day, yesterday.
Vinny Goodwill.
Running the
Shout
Vince was
out you.
awesome, man. That was a
Dude,
real fun time.
Good to see you, bud.
Hitting the roulette tables, watching Will know that he ain't have it, and then watching him have it at the end was always awesome to see, man. But
Shooters got to shoot.
yeah, shooters
Yeah.
got keep shooting. That's
Shoot
the
your way
goal
out
of
of it.
life, kids. Keep shooting. But no, it was fun, man. The dinners, hanging out. Oh, the family dinners we had.
Fam dinners
Those were
with
the best,
these lovely
man.
people.
And shout out to Emma. Emma's awesome, bro.
Emma
Shout
rocks.
out to her, bro.
Emma rocks.
But yeah, man, like
She's way too cool to be as young as she is.
'Cause
Most people Emma's
he don't
age
like young
are
people
the
at all.
worst.
He does not like young people at
Young people
all.
suck, and you know it, Dave. Speaking of people who exhaust me, oh my God.
It's a long list, man. I hate love and I
Let's
hate young
get on
people.
TikTok. Ah.
That's your young people impression?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
No, thank you.
That's usually an Apple phone they have, though, not an Android.
Right.
Okay. You got that. But yes, that's also some of my favorite parts, though. Go ahead.
Definitely the team dinners. Definitely people that have just come up to us and be like, hey,
Dude.
watch your show.
Yeah,
Love your
yeah,
show.
that's been
Shout
crazy,
out Richie.
bro.
That's crazy.
Shout out Ian from Madison, who we
Yeah.
met at outside Cox Pavilion on one of those days. Shout out to, who did we meet yesterday? Oh, Matt, who we were
Yeah.
talking to on the concourse, came up to you, said he listens to us in the car every day.
Honestly,
San Diego. Yeah.
I mean,
always going to shock and
Yeah.
humble me.
It's
Yeah,
so
man.
cool. Like, of course, Bulls fans are diehard enough to come to Summer League, even when the Bulls Summer League roster is, no offense
Yeah.
to any of these players, not super exciting anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like we were watching a high first-round lottery pick
Yeah.
this week or anything like that. Bulls fans coming in from San Diego, from Wisconsin, from all over the place
Yeah.
because they want to just hang out here for the Summer League vibes and to root for their Bulls. And the fact that those
Oh.
people are here and also come up to us to be like,
Yeah.
hey, we watch y'all's content.
And
That's
shout out.
awesome, and that's why we do this shit.
Shout out to the security also, man, for also letting me sit where I wanted to sit. Like, I was just sitting in the VIP section chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they were
'Cause
nice
it's
to
Big
me.
Dave.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun, man. It was funny because Saul came over. He was like, "This way you sitting?" He's like, "How you getting here?" Like, hey, bro. That's how it is.
Big Dave.
Oh,
But
and
shout
also
out.
one last shout out to Corey, part of the staff at Carmine's, where we had dinner
That
our
was
first
the
night
crazy-
here.
Oh, Corey, yes.
Also,
That was
a
the crazy-
loyal
The waiter,
listener and
yeah.
viewer. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate
shout out to
you.
Corey, bro.
Yeah, like fam dinners on night 1 and night 4.
Yeah, those were the best, bro.
Awesome times.
No,
Awesome times.
Those were
with
real
this fun
cool,
crew
bro.
of
Got a
people.
chance to hang out with some really cool people.
Yes.
Got
Yeah.
Darnell on the show. Got to play pickup basketball with Steph No. That was
There you
really
go.
fun.
Shout out, Steph. Good to
just
see
I'm
you,
new
like
buddy.
besties with
connecting
Malika
with-
now, too.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
You didn't know that? I found that out. I'm a
And
bestie.
It was also
It's awesome.
Cool to get a little taste of Will's job because last year you took the second credential. This
Yeah.
year you graciously let me have it. Being able to sit baseline in the media seats and then going down in the media scrum, talking to some of these players, talking to Bulls Summer League coach John Bryant, like.
Yeah.
We're comfortable in our chairs, in our set, on our in our studio down the street from the United Center, to get a little bit of taste of what Will's day to day is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very cool to be in that environment, but I'm also relieved and feel like reaffirmed that I do not want that job because it is terrifying and there's so much pressure and responsibility. Oh my God, it's cool to get a taste, and I was like, oh, Will.
What was it like watching Will, though, in his element?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Isn't it something?
It's beautiful.
It is something to watch,
It's
bro.
beautiful.
Like, for real. It really
Every
is.
once in a while, I would like lean over to him to whisper something about the game we're watching. And
He
he's
ain't
just
hearing
like,
you. Right, he ain't hearing you, bro. Yeah, I told you. Will ain't hearing you, dog.
Never
at
mind.
all.
Will is
Enjoying sitting courtside for an NBA game. That will never get old to me.
Yeah, man. It's awesome, bro. It's awesome. But yeah. Shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to the fans for allowing us to come here,
This
too.
is crazy.
We wouldn't be here without y'all.
Yeah.
Seriously, man. So thank y'all for loving us enough to want us to do things like this.
Appreciate it.
you.
One last super chat from our guy McBaconator, wishing you a happy birthday, Dave. Thank you for the super chats,
Thank you,
everybody. We
thank you.
appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for tuning in for all of our Summer League coverage. That will do it. We
Yeah.
are out. We've
We
got
out.
an hour or so. Then we
Let's
got
go
to
catch
catch
this
a ride
plane.
to the airport, catch a plane home. Thank you one last time to Circa Resort and Casino for being incredible hosts while this has been our home base for our Summer League trip. Again, next time you come to Vegas, choose Circa Resort and Casino.
Yeah.
Because of reasons X, Y, and Z that we've given you. It's not
That's
X, Y,
so
and Z.
nice.
It's the whole damn alphabet of reasons why you should hang here, stay here, your next trip to Vegas. They've been awesome to us. Their staff is incredible. And one last shout out to Shady Rays, who have provided you with your CHGO Bulls Summer League coverage. Don't forget that promo code CHGOShadyRays.com for 50% off 2+ pairs of premium polarized shades.
You try it for yourself?
There it is, one last time. You and Mark are doing a show at HQ tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right.
There you go. And then me and Big Dave will be back Thursday, Friday to carry you through the rest of the week. We will see you then. Will on Twitter, Will_Gottlieb, Big Dave, bow, BAWL Sports on Bulls_Peck. We are CHGO_Bulls. One more
Hey,
shout
Mom.
out to
Love you,
Marissa,
Mom.
to Allie, to our entire production crew at All City this trip. They are true heroes.
Incredible.
Shout out to this entire All City fam. This is awesome. We love all you guys. We love all you out there. Bulls Nation.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow when you all hear from Will and Mark K. Thanks for tuning in. See you, Red. Be good.
Peace.